Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Are you ready to find out the best way to save money on new products? Are Android devices susceptible to major malware attacks? And is it wise to share your political opinions with other people online? I'm Chris Perillo, and this is Thank you for liking this video. Be sure to check out the links we provided in the show notes for more information on any of the following clips. Unless you're still in high school, that's like 99% of our audience, you've probably had an AOL account at some point in your life. It's okay to admit. Over the last few years, though, AOL Instant Messenger users have turned to other services like Skype, Facebook, Google Chat, and now AOL wants to resurrect AIM with a brand new interface for macOS 10, Windows, Android, and iPhone. But is the new AIM really that much better, or is AOL firing in the wrong direction? We've uncovered a few interesting new features in our article on LockerGnome.com. Ready, fire, aim! If you've ever read my tweets or watched my live stream, you know I'm not a huge fan of Comcast and their anti-competitive business practices. Are there true alternatives to Comcast's service? You can weigh in on the topic too, as Kelly Clay, in her latest article on LockerGnome.com, suggests that we might be able to kick Comcast to the curb. How? Well, that's an article you want to read, although I'm sure Comcast doesn't want you to read it. Do you belong to any clubs? Please join us. Do you take part in any extracurricular activities? And dunking witches to see if they'll float doesn't count. Over at LockerGnome.com, Sherman DeForest ponders the many reasons that people join groups. And if you belong to any organizations, do you feel a sense of loss when you miss a meeting? Camping out in Death Valley can do that to a person. Just ask Charles Manson. There's a man who has great self-esteem. There are two things you should never bring up on a first date. One, your passion for collecting dead things. And two, politics. It seems that the internet provides a great vehicle for you to share your political opinions with the world. And on LockerGnome.com, Sherman explains how decision theory can influence your political choices. My vote is that you'll read the article. Do you agree or disagree? I mean, the article is there. You can't disagree with that. Well, you could, but then that would make you look silly. Should you buy a new TV now? Or should you stick with the one you have until post-holiday sales have happened? Over on LockerGnome.com, Jake Ludington reveals his secrets on how to save money on new products and knowing when to buy them. You can't just go spending your money on the first thing you see. We're trying to help you make better decisions here. Otherwise, you might end up wasting your money on crap like this. I don't even know what the hell this thing does. Do yourself a favor. Just read the tips. Are major malware attacks on Android systems fact or fiction? At LockerGnome.com, Ron points out that there are over 1,000 Android antivirus applications available. Yeah, but doesn't Android also have 10,000 different keyboard apps? Is this evidence of an actual problem or just an industry profiting shamelessly from paranoia? Do you trust the apps you find in the Android market? Free wallpaper and MP3s? What could possibly be wrong with that app? Okay. You want to get your own Android device to see what all the fuss is about. That's fine. But we found a place where you can score Android smartphones from certain carriers for just a penny. How's that for saving you money? Just a penny. Angelo Carosio's report at LockerGnome.com tells you everything you need to know to get a sweet deal on an Android device. And you know what they say, androids are better than hemorrhoids. That's the best they could come up with? The geek world has been set ablaze by Amazon's Kindle Fire. And no doubt, it'll be a hot seller this holiday season. No pun intended, this time. I spent $200 on mine and really hope that Amazon improves the software experience soon. If you decide to buy one too, be sure to read Ron's new article on LockerGnome.com titled Amazon Kindle Fire, Some Self-Inflicted Problems I Have Experienced. Save yourself from a few headaches and send the link to others. I guess in many cases, a geek is his or her own worst enemy. We certainly do things to gadgets that push their capabilities. Yes, but will it bend? Do you know of something geeky we should be sharing with the rest of the community in these videos? Please submit your own tip on LockerGnome.com. Our sponsor of the day is GoToManage. Did you happen to catch the video we uploaded before this one? I explain how I use their software and service to save money on hardware for my company. Head over to go.tagjag.com/go-to-manage and use the coupon code Perillo45 for a 45-day unlimited trial. Our app of the day is the one that can save you more money when you're shopping for stuff. Did you happen to catch this video and the associated giveaway earlier? Be sure to watch the full video for more information on how you might get that gift worth $5,000. As always, we've placed a link for the app and the video in our show notes. Follow me on all the social networks for other app recommendations that don't quite make the cut for these videos. This just in, Facebook is working on their own phone, codenamed Buffy. And you thought Facebook ignored your privacy before? Well, here's to hoping this one doesn't, Zuck. On November 7th, 18-year-old Ashley Bilisano tweeted 144 times about horrific abuse she was enduring and how she was going to kill herself. Though she had 500 followers on Twitter, she suffocated herself after none of them responded to help. We've certainly shared a few videos related to cyberbullying in the past, but are you prepared to prevent this kind of tragedy from befalling a friend of yours today? At LockerGnome.com, Kelly Clay has more than a few tips to share. Please join us there for a full conversation. XXRich173XX wanted me to ask Siri, can you find my car keys?
I found 14 auto parts stores. 11 of them are fairly close to you.
Well, that's pretty helpful. If I left my car keys at an auto parts store. Rehagima2 wanted me to ask Siri, how do you get rid of trolls?
Chris, I don't understand. How do you get rid of trolls?
It's a problem without a solution. Now, what would you like me to ask Siri next time? Our fast fact of the day, the U.S. government has declared pizza sauce a vegetable. Works for me. Hang on. I'm getting my daily dose of dairy. Can't forget my fruit. Gotta be sure to get my meat, too. And, of course, my recommended daily allowance of what the hell is in this thing anyway. Our YouTube comment of the day comes from Meza She the Cat, who writes, I fail to see any long-term gain through the use of an erotic bagel. You remember that clip from an earlier episode? We keep small bagels here at home. Not to say that the size of one's bagel is directly proportional to the size of other things. What? This is how I eat my bagels. If you'd like to be featured next time, leave a comment worth sharing. Our blog comment of the day is in response to top 5 camcorder tips to help you shoot like a pro. Sam David Phillips writes, good article. I do a lot of filming and some live events, and I know exactly what you're talking about. Just add the microphone, headphones, and the tripod, and people take you a lot more seriously. Yeah, tell me about it. What? I am serious. You know what else is serious? The Dog Star. Have you commented on an article on LockerGnome.com today? I might answer it. Don't make me wear the headphones that way again. Our backlink of the day is courtesy of World of App from YouTube, who emailed me to let me know that he's embedded a recent video of ours on his blog, App Store Chronicle. Feel free to link to LockerGnome.com next time too. Those are the links we love most. Wait a second. World of App thinks Siri's getting old? Let me ask her. Are you getting old?
I can't answer that.
Never ask a lady her age. Do you have a blog? Link back to one of our posts on LockerGnome.com, and we might feature it in a future video. LockerGnome.com will languish without your links. Do you even have your own website? Well, look, if you link. Our question of the day comes from Derek Weiland on LockerGnome.net. He asks, what are some advantages between iOS and Android? I'm just wanting to know which has the advantages over the other in different areas. Well, that's like asking which is better, Catholic or Protestant. Granted, I'm agnostic in just about every sense of the word. Comparing one platform to the other doesn't do either one justice. And we're talking about devices at this point, not religion. Although some people can't tell the difference between the two. What is it about people wanting to turn gadget comparisons into the Crusades? The choice is personal. And again, I have to remind you, we're talking about phones, not God. Besides, we all know that God uses the iPhone, and if you don't want to go to hell, you'd be wise to follow suit. Don't shoot the messenger. Ask your question on LockerGnome.net, and I just might answer it in a forthcoming video. Our Gnomie of the day is Eddie Ringle. He's further developed our old open source Wicket Pixie WordPress theme. He developed a few fun Google Chrome extensions, including the one for funatcode.com. Did you try that one? Moreover, Eddie submitted an excellent guest blog post on Google Music last week. Did you read that one too? He's a geek's geek, a nerd's nerd. Eddie's the kind of guy you want in your corner, but don't back him into your corner or he might spit. If you'd like to be a featured Gnomie of the day, simply be an active participant and a supporter of ours anywhere on the internet. Thanks again for liking this video. We welcome participation all across the web. Comments on LockerGnome.com, questions and answers on LockerGnome.net, and a regular amount of interaction on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and beyond. Feel free to drop me a line, too. My email is chris@perillo.com. And our chat room is open and geeking out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at live.perillo.com. We'll see you later.